In this video, I'm going to show you how to calibrate the yaw sensor on this 2024 MG ZS. But before we start, let's just clarify something. For general diagnostics and calibrations, you're fine using your DS diagnostic tool. But if we need to do any programming, unlike other brands, you could use the pass-through function of this. At the time of recording this video, the MG OE software isn't pass-through compliant. So for this, you've got two options. We either use the MG OE VCI tool like this, and the OE software, or you access a remote diagnostic service. At the moment, those are your options. But for this video, we're going to grab our DS tool, plug in, and I'll show you how to calibrate the yaw sensor. Okay, let's grab the tablet, and from the hub, we access the DS cars. Now, straight away, before I even put any of the vehicle details in, I noticed that the 12-volt battery is running low. We have the battery indicator on the top. We're only at 11.8 volts. So before we do any calibrations, don't miss this part out. Let's jump to the front and let's attach the battery support unit to the 12-volt battery. We can then come back and do the calibration. So switch the GYS on. We're going to change the mode from charging easy to diagnostics. I'm going to set this voltage only at 13.2. It's a quick calibration to run. Hit select and then click on start. You'll see the initial current ramp up and then it will flatten down and just maintain that voltage and vary the currents, allowing us to do the calibration. Let's head back into the car and then we'll connect to the ECU on the diagnostic tool. Now we've got the battery support on. I can see in the top corner here the voltage is at 13.2. That's good. I'm going to select this vehicle manually. Now, I've been working on a lot of Chinese vehicles recently, so I've got all of the BYD, Lynk & Co, Maxus MG saved into my favorite brands. So this particular one is an MG ZS, a 2024 petrol engine, which is the 1.5. So as we discussed before in a previous video, we always start with a pre-scan. We're going to run that quickly. And that's going to filter down the quick find menu so it's easier to find our calibration. So we'll let the quick scan run, doesn't take very long, and then we'll head to quick find. That's done. What we'll find now is when we go to the quick find menu, because we've done a pre-scan on the car, that we know exactly what modules are fitted, that the list will have shrunk slightly because this list now is only for the applications for this particular vehicle. So I can either scroll through the list or go into the search bar easily and we can type in the yaw sensor. There it is. It now gives me the help file. We can check and we can say that there's no fault stored in the system. The vehicle's at a level ground. We don't press the brake pedal. The ignition is on. So that's all the pre-checks that we need to do. Let's go ahead now and run the calibration. First, we'll connect to the that particular ECU directly. And once we're in, we've got the calibration, same help file as before. We go ahead and run it and follow any instructions. So ignition on. It's in neutral. Vehicle stationary, level ground, go. There we go. The reset calibration's been done on the yaw sensor. We can go to OK. It's always best practice after doing any calibration or reset just to quickly look at the codes. We have one fault code in there. It's not relative to the yaw sensor calibration. We'll see if we can clear it out. Yeah, there we go. No fault codes done. And remembering that when we exit the ECU now, so if I click that button and we exit it, all of the calibrations, the pre-scan, everything is stored fully automatically in our DS Cloud account. So we can recall that information anytime that we like. Nice and easy to do.